सर्वेभ्यो नमस्काराः। सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः अजन्तनपुंसकलिङ्गप्रकरणे तृतीयः पाठः। जुलै मासस्य 11 दिनाङ्कः। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते। ओके, अकारान्ताः नपुंसकलिङ्गाः वस्तुतः समाप्ताः। किञ्चित् पुनरावर्तनं गतसप्ताहे यदधीतम्। आदौ अकारान्तनपुंसकलिङ्गेषु ज्ञानशब्दः साधारणः, सर्वनामशब्दाः यत्र डतरादीनाम् अदडादेशः विधीयते। तदनन्तरम् अजरशब्दः अविद्यमाना जरा यस्य तत् इति विशेषणे नपुंसकलिङ्गः अजरशब्दः। अत्र जराया जरसंज्ञतरस्याम् इत्यनेन जरसादेशः अजादिषु प्रत्ययेषु विहितः। कुत्र भवति जरसादेशः, कुत्र न भवति इति प्रश्ने सुप्रत्यये परे सोः अमादेशे कृते अजादित्वात् जरसादेशः प्राप्नोति, किन्तु जरसादेशः न भवति। सन्निपातपरिभाषायाः विरोधात् अत्र जरसादेशः नास्ति। द्वितीये एकवचने तु अम् एव अस्ति। पूर्वत्र सोः अमादेशः कृतः, अतः तदनन्तरं सन्निपातपरिभाषा विरोधात् न भवति, किन्तु द्वितीये एकवचने आरम्भे एव अम् अस्ति इत्यतः तत्र जरसादेशः विकल्पेन भवति। जरसादेशे सति अजरसम् इति रूपं तदभावे अजरम् इति। This is one of the few cases where there is a difference between Prathama Ekavachana and Dvitiya Ekavachana in Napumsakalinga, because generally everywhere we go in Napumsakalinga, the Prathama Vibhakti and Dvitiya Vibhakti is identical. Either both of them are replaced by or both of them are deleted. So whatever the case, the two vibhaktis happen to be identical in most of the cases. This is one of the few exceptions where there is a slight difference between the forms in Prathama Ekavachana and Dvitiya Ekavachana. The rest would be like what we have in Pullinga. Okay. And then we saw about the adeshas from Padanomas. Padanomas ityadi sutrena keshanchana shabdanam shasprabhratishu adeshaha vidhiyante. Hridaya shabdasya hrid इति आदेशः, उदक शब्दस्य उदन्नादेशः, आस्य शब्दस्य आसन्नादेशः। एवमेव मांसप्रतनासानूनां मांसप्रत्स्नमो वाच्याः इति वार्तिकेन मांसशब्दस्य मांसादेशः. These are the Napumsakalinga words which would be which should have adeshas from either the sutra or the vartika. This is where we stop. अत्रैव अस्य विषये अर्थात् पदनोमास इति सूत्रेण अथवा अनेन वार्तिकेन यत्र आदेशः भवति तद्विषये कियदुच्यते। वस्तुतस्तु प्रभृतिग्रहणं प्रकारार्थम् इत्युक्तम्। तत्रैव उक्तं दीक्षितैः। पदनोमासनं निशसन् योषन् दोषन् यकञ्चकन् उदन्नासन् शस्प्रभृतिषु इत्युच्यते। शस्प्रभृतिषु इत्युक्ते कोऽर्थः? शसः आरभ्य अन्यासु विभक्तिषु आदेशः भवन्ति इत्यर्थः। किन्तु शस् प्रभृतिषु does not, the general meaning which would be conveyed is beginning from shas whatever the vibhakti is, but prakritigrahणं प्रकारार्थम् इति तत्रैव उक्तम्। प्रकारार्थम् इत्यस्य कोऽर्थः? Like shas, which means any vibhakti, it's not just beginning from shas. Even in the sukta, that is suaujas au, in some cases the adesha can be seen. Okay? He also quoted that swantam hrin manasam manaha iti prathama vibhaktau hridadeshah kritah bhujabahu praveshto dohu ityatrapi asti iti tatraiva pullinga prakarane eva dikshitaihi uktam, which means that even though the sutra specifically mentions shas prabhritishu, which means that the adeshas given by padanomas are valid only beginning from shas, there are cases where the adesha has been used even earlier, which means in suauja sammau, even in the earlier 5 pratyayas. So that is why he says astu tastu prabhatigrahanam prakarartham ityuktam. Atayeva bhashye mams pachanya ukhayaha iti udahritam. Mamsam pachati iti samasaha mamsa pachani ityanayoh shabdayoh samasaha. Vastutah atra mams iti adeshasya avakashah nasti. Satyam kila. If we go by the rule, the adesha should happen only when it is followed by any super pratyaya, any vibhakti pratyaya beginning from shas, which is not the case here. Okay, so but still the adesha has been done. Mams pachanyaha ityatra mamsa shabdasya mams iti sakarantaha adeshah kritaha. Katham kritaha iti chet prabhatigrahanam prakarartham, since it's only generally it is seen after shas, but even otherwise depending on the prayoga the adeshas can be heard. So that is why this example from the bhashya holds good. Yasmayaditvena bhatvat sanyoganta lopo na. Atra aparah prashnaha. This does not relate in any way to our discussion. It's just mams pachanyaha. Why has the sakara not been deleted by sanyogantasya lopaha? Mams bhyam. If you remember the prakriya which we did last class, mams bhyam iti sthite sanyogantasya lopaha ityanena sakarasya lope anuswarah nivartate manbhyam mamsa manbhyam manbhihi ityadini rupani iti uktam. एवमेव अत्रापि पदसंज्ञा अस्ति संयोगान्तस्य लोपः इत्यनेन लोपः कुतो न मांस्पचन्या इत्यत्र इति प्रश्ने अयस्मयादीनि छन्दसि इति एकं सूत्रमस्ति येन भसंज्ञा विधीयते. In Vedas there are some cases where instead of padasamya there is bhasamya. So in this particular case there is a bhasamya overruling the padasamya, which is why sanyoganta lopa is not done. Sanyoganta lopa is only for a pada. Sanyogantam yat padam tadam tasya lopah syat iti sutrartha. So since there is no padasamya here, the sakara has not been deleted and the form is mamspachanya. Even that is not valid by the usual thing, because shasprabhatishu eva mamsadesha ityuktatvat, kintu prabhatigrahanam prakarartham iti swikrutatvat atrapi bhavati mamsadesha. That is one point about padanomas. This was already covered, he just repeats it. Anyadapi asti padanomas ityatra hi छंदसि इति अनुवर्तितं वृत्तौ तथापि अपो भी इत्यत्र मासश्छन्दसि इति वार्तिके छन्दोग्रहण सामर्थ्यात् लोकेऽपि क्वचित् इति कैयटोक्तरीत्या प्रयोगम् अनुसृत्य प्रदादयः प्रयोक्तव्या इति बोध्यम्. कोऽर्थः? पद्दन्नोमास् इत्यत्र हि छन्दसि इति अनुवर्तितं वृत्तौ वृत्तिः नाम अष्टाध्याय्याः अर्थनिर्णयः बहुषु ग्रंथेषु कृतः. ते ग्रन्थाः वृत्तिग्रन्थाः इति कथ्यन्ते. वृत्तिग्रन्थाः, there are many वृत्तिग्रन्थास्. वृत्तिग्रन्थास् are those which give the meaning and example for sutras of Ashtadhyayi. Even the Kaumudi is a vrittigrantha, Kashika is a vrittigrantha. There were many others before. There is Vrittau. He does not mention which vritti. Chandasi iti anuvartitam. Padanomas iti sutrat prak शीशं छन्दसि इति सूत्रमस्ति. तस्मात् सूत्रात् अस्मिन् सूत्रे छन्दसि इति अनुवर्तते. कोऽर्थः? छन्दसि वेदे पद्दन्नोमास् पादशब्दस्य पदादेशः इत्यादयः पदादयः आदेशाः वेदे एव भवन्ति इत्यर्थः इति वृत्तौ लिखितं. तर्हि कथं लोके तेषां प्रयोगः इति प्रश्नः. Right? So the adesha, if there is an anuvritti of chandasi, how can we use this in loka? There are lots of prayogas in loka of this sutra. You find it many places where they are used. So how iti chete tathapi apo bhi ityatra masaschandasi iti vartike छंदोग्रहण सामर्थ्यात् लोके अपि क्वचित् इति कैयटोक्तरीत्या. So Kayyata gives an explanation. Yes, Apobhi is some sutra. We don't need to worry about the sutra itself. Masas Chandasi iti Vartike. There's a Vartika which says Masaha Chandasi. For the word Mas in the Veda, something, some karya has been told. Now, if the sutra, Padanomas and the related Vartika, which is Vamsapratana, sorry, no, this is Masa Shabda. Padanomas, Pada Danta Nasika Masa. Masa Shabdasya Mas Adeshaha Vidhiyate Padanomas Sutrena. Now, this Vartika says, for that Mas Adesha, in the Veda, something happens. Now, just think if the sutra itself was applicable only in the Vedas. If Padanomas applies only in the Vedas, the word Adesha Mas would also be present only in the Vedas. Why would you need to say Masaha Chandasi? Why would you say for the word Mas in the Vedas again? If the Mas Adesha is to be found only in the Vedas, you don't need to specify again Masaha Chandasi. For Mas in Chandas something happens, right? You could just say Masaha, by which it would be understood that since the Adesha is only in Chandas, this Karya would also be in Chandas. So, Apobhi ityatra Masas Chandasi iti Vartike Chando Grahana Samarthyat. Tatra Vartikakarena Chandasi iti Uktam. Korthaha Mas ityadeshaha Chandasyapi asti Lokepi asti Yada Chandasi bhavati tada kinchit karyam bhavati ityarthaha. Tena Lokepi kvachit. Loke nama Samskrita bhashayamapi Prayogah asti Padadinam Adeshanam iti Kayyatoktaritya. So this is what was told by Kayyata. Kayyata is a commentator for the Mahabhashya and a very well respected scholar for getting the actual meaning out of the Mahabhashya. So he gives this explanation. So according to this, Prayogam anusritya padadayaha prayoktavyaha iti bodhyam. That is the bottom line. Padadayaha, the Adeshas, Pad, Danta, etc., Datta, etc., they are used based on Prayoga. There is no rule which is saying, okay, Shas Prabhatishu does not mean you can use that Adesha everywhere after Shas. It also does not mean you cannot use it in the Sut, that is the first Vibhakti. Prayoga asti chet prayoga asti, nasti chet nasti. So the Prayoga of these Adeshas depends entirely on Prayoga, is what it comes to finally. Okay, I hope this part is clear. Padanomas ityatra hi chandasi iti anuvartitam vrittau tathapi apobhi ityatra masas chandasi iti vartike chandograhana samarthyat lokepi kvachit iti kayyatoktaritya prayogam anusritya padadayah prayoktavyaha iti bodhyam. Any questions? Okay, so that ends Akaranta Napumsakalingas. Akarantaha Napumsakalingaha Samaptaha. Akarantaha Napumsakalingaha. Shripa ityasti. Yatha Vishwapa, Yatha Shripa. Tadapi bhavitumarhati. There is no difference. We could take Vishwapa, but it is taken Shriyam Pati. Shripa iti Shabdaha. Hrasvo napumsake pratipadikasya. It is Utram. Saralamasti padatrayam. Hrasvaha napumsake pratipadikasya. And the meaning should also be very, very clear. Napumsake pratipadikasya hrasvaha. In Napumsakalinga, any pratipadika would get hrasva. If it is an ajanta, of course. Right? So, klibe pratipadikasya ajantasya hrasvaha syat. How did we get this ajantasya here? There is in the sutra there is no ach, the word ach, and there is no anuvritti. Okay, the sutra has no anuvritti at all. If you look at the sutra artha, he says klibe nama napumsake pratipadikasya sutre asti hrasvaha syat. That is all we have from the sutra. How did he add the word ajantasya? Ajantasya iti katham labhyate? Okay, so Ravichandranji says we can have a hrasva only for Ajanta, which is true, but still, how do we have? Is there any pramana from grammar to say that? Anything which says that hrasva means it is an Ajanta? No, not a. Some paribhasha. Anybody remembers? Katham Ajantah iti labdhate. Ukalodhrasvadirghapratah? No. That just says it's a samya sutra. Ukalodhrasvadirghapratah iti samya. Achaha hrasvaha dirghaha pratah iti prabhedaha santi iti jnayate. Kintu hrasvaha ityukte achaha hrasvaha iti katham? Uttalakshmi?
It is achascha iti paribhasha sutrena.
Satyam.
शब्दार्थ ach vidyate.
Satyam. If you remember, the first two sutras in Paribhasha Prakarana, Iko Guna Vridhi Achascha, Korthaha Achascha, Hrasva Dirgha Plutashabdaihi Yatra Ajvidhiyate, Tatra Achaha iti Shashtyantam Padam Upatisthate. So, Panini himself says, wherever he does not say, he just says Hrasva Dirgha or Pluta, then automatically the word Achaha would be present there. Okay. So, once Achaha is there, how did you get Ajanta? From Achascha, you have the word Achaha. Wherever, as soon as you hear Hrasvaha, Achaha iti padam upatisthate. So now you have Achaha here. Okay. So from Achascha, Achaha iti sutram, Achaha iti padam atra bhavati. Okay. So kim vaktavyam? Klibe pratipadikasya Achaha hrasvaha syat iti vaktavyam. You should say any ach of the Pratipadika should get Shasva. How are we saying? Ajanta. Tadanta vidhi. Ena vidhis tadantasya. Okay. That was just a recap. Samya, Paribhasha and Sandhi Sutras are never to be forgotten when we are dealing with grammar. Okay. I mean, that does not mean other things should be, but those are the things we should always be on top of the mind. Any samya, any paribhasha which we studied, and also sandhis. We cannot go anywhere without those. Klibe pratipadikasya ajantasya hasvaha syat. Any, it simply means there are no dirghanta words in Napumsakalinga. I mean, it cuts your job by half. Anything ending in dirgha would automatically be converted to a hrasva, which means it will go back to the previous thing. For example, Shripa ityasti hrasva napumsake pratipadikasya ityanena hrasve Shripa iti akarantam pratipadikam Shripam jnanavat. Once it becomes akaranta, the forms are like any akaranta napumsakalinga, which is like jnana. Shripam jnanavat. Shripam shripe shripani ityadi ritya rupani bhavanti. Shripaya chaturthe ekavachane Shripaya iti rupam. Shripam shripe shripani, Shripam shripe shripani, Shripena shripabhyam shripaihi, Shripaya. Katham prakriya Shripaya ityatra? Ka prakriya?
Nirjah.
sorry, ङेर्यः, right. श्रीप ङे इत्यस्ति, ङेर्यः इत्यनेन ङेः आदेशे श्रीप य, तदनन्तरं सुपि च इत्यनेन दीर्घः। ययादौ सुपि परे अजन्तस्य अङ्गस्य दीर्घः स्यात्, अदन्तस्य अङ्गस्य दीर्घः स्यात् इत्यनेन दीर्घे श्रीपाय इति प्रक्रिया। Now the question is, atra, if you remember Vishwapa Shabda, there is a sutra, Ato Dhatoh, Akarantah yah dhatuh, tadantasya, tasya lopah syat, ajadau pratyaya pare. Whenever the pratyaya is ajadi, the akara gets deleted. And so you have Vishwapa A, itasthite akarasya lope, Vishwape iti bhavati. Okay. Does it say yes, Ato Dhatuh? What is the condition for Ato Dhatuh? Is it Akara or Bhasamya? I think it asks for a Bhasamya because it is not an Ajadi Pratyaya here. Right, Bhasamyayam Satyam Akarantasya Dhatoh Lopah. I think that is the condition. I just look it up and tell. Now, question is, Shri Pa Ya ityasti, Pa ityatra Akarantah Dhatuh asti, Bhasamya api asti, Yajaditvat, Yachi Bham, Yakaradishu, Ajadishu, Kapratyavadishu, Swadishu, Yakarantatvat, Bhasamya api asti, Akarasya Lopah Bhavati va, iti prashnaha. Can we use Ato Dhatuh here to delete the Akara? Like in Vishwapa A itisthite, you did Vishwape. There is no ङेर्यः there because it is not Hrasvakaranta. You had Vishwapa A, Akarasya lope, Vishwapu A, Vishwape iti rupam. Atrapi Akarah asti, Akarasya satvat, Ato Dhatoh ityanena lopah bhavati va, iti prashnaha. Atra Sannipata paribhashaya Ato Dhatoh iti Akara lopo na इति उच्यते। सन्निपात परिभाषायाः सत्वात् अस्य सूत्रस्य प्रवृत्तिः नास्ति। Okay. How सन्निपात परिभाषा? ङेर्यः इत्यनेन यादेशः कथं क्रियते? अदन्तात्, अकारान्तात्. So wherever there is an akara, it is a hrasvakara true, but akara, when the anga is akaranta, then ङे is replaced by ya. अकारान्तं अंगम अस्ति चेत् ङे इत्यस्य स्थाने यादेशो भवति। इदानीं कृतः यादेशः भसंज्ञायाः दीर्घ सम्पादनेन. So once there is a yadesha, you can do dirgha, and only once there is a dirgha, you can do lopa. So now what happens? The yadesha, which was dependent on akara for its existence, is now causing deletion of the akara itself. Okay. So which is against the rules of Sannipata Paribhasha. Sannipata Lakshano Vidhi Animittam Tadvighatasya. So therefore, the Yadesha which depended on Akara for its existence does not wish to delete the Akara, or the Avarna. So that is why using Sannipata Paribhasha, we can prevent Akara Lopa here. There is Ato Dhatoh will not apply. Any questions? Yeah, there are many examples for Sannipata Paribhasha. This is one of those. So if you don't have a question, I will ask one. Said using Sannipata Paribhasha, we are not doing Akara Lopa. But now in the first instance, the Yakara ङेर्यः iti is dependent on Hrasva Akara. Adantat Angat ङेः यः स्यात्. And now using Supicha, you are converting that Hrasva to Dirgha. Right? That itself is a Virodha of Sannipata Paribhasha. Right? So the Yadesha depended on Hrasvakara for its existence. Now it is converting the Hrasvakara to a Dirghakara, which itself is Sanipata Paribhasha Virodha. So why does Sanipata Paribhasha not apply in that case? When you're saying for Akara Lopa, Sanipata Paribhasha applies. Why don't we use Sanipata Paribhasha here? So we did it in Ramaya. I want to know if you remember it. अत्र सन्निपात परिभाषायाः प्रवृत्तिः कुतो न भवति सुपि च इत्यस्य सामर्थ्यात् नास्ति. We cannot tell that because of the arambha samarthya of supi cha, because supi cha has other examples than this. Rama bhyam iti sthite सहजतया दीर्घः भवति सुपि च. आरम्भ सामर्थ्य तत्र भवितुं नार्हति. Right? So arambha samarthya will not work. So this is just homework. Go back and look up what we did in Ramaya. So you'll find the answer. I mean, it was pretty clear. So now Shripaya. Yes.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Huh.
In Ramaya, he said Sannivada Paribhasha, it doesn't affect using Kashtaya Kramane.
Exactly. Kashtaya Kramane iti nirdeshat. Panini himself in a Panini Sutra has used Kashtaya. Kashta ityasmat ne pratyaya krute Kashtaya iti rupam Paninina upayuktam. So Nirdesha Samarthya, by using Panini's Nirdesha itself as a clue, we say that Sanipata Paribhasha does not apply for Supicha between Nyeryaha and Supicha. We say that Sanipata Paribhasha is Anitya, which is there. So Sanipata Paribhasha does not apply for Nyeryaha and Supicha. Okay? So that is why for Dirgha we are not using the Sanipata Paribhasha logic. But for Nyeryaha and Atodhatoho, there is no Panini Nirdesha which prevents the application of Sanipata Paribhasha in this case. That is why we do apply Sanipata Paribhasha. Even though it may look the same case, there is a difference. Okay? In one case, we have Panini's Prayoga to support our support the non-application of Sanipata Paribhasha. Other case, we don't. That is why we apply the Paribhasha. Okay. Sorry. अवर्णम उपजीव्य प्रवृत्तः आदेशः अवर्णलोपं प्रति निमित्तं न भवति इति सन्निपातपरिभाषायाः लभ्यते. तेन श्रीपाय इत्यत्र आकारलोपो न. मीन्स श्रीपशब्दः पूर्णतया ज्ञानवत् रूपे क्वापि भेदः नास्ति. इकारान्ताः नपुंसकलिङ्गाः. So akarantas, any akaranta would be automatically be converted to akaranta and the forms would be like jnana. Ikarantaha napumsakalingaha vari shabdaha. Vari jalam ityarthaha vari shabdasya. Vari ityasmat supratyayah kriyate. Vari su ityasthirte. Swamor napumsakat. Paradvayam swamoho. Swamoho nama su amoho napumsakat. षड्भ्यो लुक् इति सूत्रात् लुक् इति अनुवर्तते. अङ्गस्य इत्यधिकारः. क्लीबात् अङ्गात् परयोः स्वमोः लुक् स्यात्. क्लीबात् नाम नपुंसकात् अङ्गात् सु अम् इत्येतयोः लुक् नाम लोपः भवति इत्यर्थः. वारि स इत्यस्ति. स्वमोर् नपुंसकात् इत्यनेन सोर्लोपे वारि इति रूपम्. So this is a general sutra for all napumsakalingas. As soon as you have napumsakalinga, the su and am would be deleted. Only if it is akaranta, ato am ityanena, ato am is the next sutra to this. So swamor napumsakat ato am. Yadi napumsakalinge adantaha asti, tada am adeshah kriyate. Anyatha sarvatra lopo bhavati. That is why you do not hear su or am anywhere in prathama or ditya vibhakti in napumsakalingas. All napumsakalingas, the prathama ekavachana tends to be the same as the pratipadika. Vari shabdaha vari varini varini. Madhu madhu madhuni madhuni. Manas manaha manasi manamsi. Manaha sakarasya rutva visargaha pratyayah na shruyate. Sarvatra napumsakalingeshu swamoho anena sutrena luk bhavati. वारि सु लोपे वारि वारि औ इत्यस्ति औ प्रत्यये परे किं भवति व्हाट इज द कार्य फॉर औ प्रत्यय इन नपुंसकलिंग ज्ञान औ इति स्थिते किं भवति
नपुंसकाच्च
नपुंसकाच्च इत्यनेन औङः शी इत्यादेशो भवति सो वारि शी ई इत्यस्ति नपुंसकाच्च इत्यनेन औङः शी वारि ई इत्यस्ति इदानीम् इकोचि विभक्तौ इति सूत्रम् इकः अचि विभक्तौ इदितो नुम् धातोः इति सूत्रेण नुम् इति अनुवर्तते नपुंसकस्य सलचः इत्यतः नपुंसकस्य इत्यनुवर्तते इगन्तस्य क्लीबस्य so if there is a napumsakalinga word which is ending in ik I u l achi vibhaktau ajadau vibhaktau paratah num ityagamo bhavati ityarthah so this gets numagama when followed by any ajadi vibhakti okay. We already seen napumsakasya jhalachah झलन्ताद् अजन्ताच्च नपुंसकात् नुमागमः भवति कदा भवति अथवा झलन्तस्य अजन्तस्य नपुंसकस्य नुमागमो भवति सर्वनामस्थाने परे सो फॉर द प्रीवियस सूत्र नपुंसकस्य झलचः इत्यनेन सर्वनामस्थाने परे एव नुमागमः इकोचि विभक्तौ इत्यनेन तु सर्वेषु अजादिषु प्रत्ययेषु परेषु नुमागमो भवति वारि ई इत्यस्ति वारिन् ई मिदचोन्त्यात् परः अन्त्यादचः इकारात् परत्वेन नुमागमः वारिन् ई अत्कुप्पाङ्नुं व्यवायेपि इत्यनेन णत्वे वारिणी वारि वारिणी वारि जस् प्रत्ययः अस्य इत्यस्ति जस् प्रत्ययस्य किं कार्यम् What will just get?
Just for she sarvanamasthan.
She jashasoho shihi tenena she iti adesho bhavati and that she has sarvanamasthana samya by she sarvanamasthana, right? So vari as jashaso shihi ityanena she adeshah इकोचि विभक्तौ इत्यनेन पुनः नुमागमः. Now after we do e there would be a question, should we use नपुंसकस्य झलचः or should we use इकोचि विभक्तौ, right? So how do we decide, should we use नपुंसकस्य झलचः or should we use इकोचि विभक्तौ? नपुंसकस्य झलचः would apply because this is ajanta and there is sarvanamasthana. Ikochi vibhakta would also apply because this is ajadi vibhakti and this is an iganta. Paratvat vipratishedhe param karyam uच्यते. Paratvat ikochi vibhaktau vipratishedah asti. You see what is vipratishedah, where both sutras have independent examples. For example, when you have say jnana e tatra ikochi vibhaktau ityasya avakashah nasti. Igantatva bhavat there is no option for applying ikochi vibhaktau. It has to be napumsakasya chalachah tena numagamo bhavati. Vari au अत्रैव द्विवचने वारि ई इति स्थिते नपुंसकस्य चलचः इत्यस्य प्रवृत्तिः नास्ति सर्वनामस्थानत्वाभावात्. सो तत्र इकोचि विभक्तौ इत्यस्यैव प्रवृत्तिः. नपुंसकस्य चलचः इत्यस्य उदाहरणं भवति ज्ञानानि. इकोचि विभक्तौ इत्यस्य उदाहरणं भवति वारिणी. उभयोः भिन्नम् उदाहरणम् अस्ति. इदानीम् अत्र विप्रतिषेधः. नपुंसकस्य चलचः इत्यनेन नुमागमस्याद्वा इकोचि विभक्तौ इति वा. विप्रतिषेधे परं कार्यम् इत्यनेन इकोचि विभक्तौ इत्यनेन नुमागमे कृते वारिन् इ इत्यस्ति. सर्वनामस्थाने च असम्बुद्धौ इत्यनेन उपधायाः दीर्घः. सो नान्तस्य उपधायाः दीर्घः स्यात् असम्बुद्धौ सर्वनामस्थाने परे. नान्तः नकारान्तत्वात् उपधादीर्घे सति वारीन् इ नत्वे कृते वारीणि वारि वारिणी वारीणि. Again the form would be the same द्वितीय एकवचने. Now हे वारि स इत्यस्ति. स्वमोर् नपुंसकात् इत्यनेन सोः लुक् भवति. Okay, so as soon as you have su or in napumsakalinga, swamor napumsakat ityanena luk bhavati. He vari. Okay. Okay. Shadagopanji.
You explained when the Vipritishede Sutram should be applied, but I could not really grasp the exact significance. I understand when there are independent examples of 2 or more sutras, then we have to take the last one. But what is the actual significance? Will there be cases where we can't have independent applications and then we will have the things? Now, what is the exact significance of your statement that Vipratishede Sutra can be applied only when both of them have independent examples?
What is the exact?
What is the opposite? Is there any case there will be having separate examples, therefore we cannot resort to this sutra?
You cannot resort to the sutra. I mean, you cannot say it is a Vipratishedha. Say, when, say for example, there is a sutra called what would you say? When say there is any Apavada Sutra you can take. Okay. So if there is an Utsarga Sutra and an Apavada Sutra, you cannot use Vipratishedha Karam Karyam there because it is not Vipratishedha. Vipratishedha is where Tulyavala Virodha eva Vipratishedha. Okay. So if both sutras have an example, if there is an Utsarga Sutra and an Apavada Sutra, you cannot show an example for Apavada Sutra, which is where Utsarga Sutra cannot apply. Right? So you cannot show 2 independent sutras, 2 independent examples for Utsarga or Apavada. So in that case, you cannot apply Vipratishedha or Paratva. If it is an Apavada Sutra, whether it is Purva or Para, it has to apply. So that is not a Vipratishedha. And there are also other cases where you say Parasutra will not apply because it is not Vipratishedha. Okay, Vipratishedha has many technical things. I mean, I can't think of those examples. There are a couple of cases in Bhashya where he concludes that it is not Vipratishedha because of many things, and in that cases you cannot apply Vipratishedha Param Karya. So Vipratishedha can be applied only in very specific cases where there are 2 independent examples and there is one particular this. So in all normal cases, 90% of the time we see that it is Vipratishedha. So you don't seem to need such a detailed thing. But there are cases where it looks like we have to apply Parasutra, but we cannot apply because it is not technically a Vipratishedha.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, Hevari Samorna Pumsakadityanena Supratyasya look kriyate. Now, can we do Hrasvasya Gunaha here? Is the question. Hrasvasya, when you have He Hari Su, Hrasvasya Gunaha ityanena Gune Krite, He Hare Su, Tarantaram Eng Hrasvan Sambuddhe ityanena Salope, He Hare. So, can we use that here is the question. Now, there is no Sambuddhi. The Sambuddhi has been deleted. So, how will you use Hrasvasya Gunaha? Pratyaya Lope, Pratyaya Lakshanam ityasti. Pratyaya luptepi pratyaya lakshanam bhavati. So even when the pratyaya has been deleted, you can use the pratyaya lakshana and do it. But there is a problem here for pratyaya lakshana. Na lumatangasya. Lumata lupte. Arthat luk shlu lup. Etaihi yada pratyayasya lopo bhavati. Tada pratyaya lakshanam nasti. Iti pratyaya lakshanasya nishedhaha vidyate. Pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam na lumatangasya. So since Nanumatangasya prevents Pratyaya Lakshana, we cannot do Guna here. So, Pratyaya Lope Pratyaya Lakshanam iti Pratyaya Lakshanat Hrasvasya Gunaha iti Gune Prapte Nanumatangasya iti Pratyaya Lakshana Nishedhaha. Since pratyaya lakshana has been prohibited, we cannot do guna here. So the form is hevari. But nalumatangasya iti nishedhasya anityatva pakshe sambuddhi nimittava gunaha. There are certain views which say that nalumatangasya is anitya. There are obviously, there are reasons why they say so. You cannot just simply state that something is anitya. There are, okay, that is the question somebody asked. So I was already answering. It is not that they automatically decide it is anitya. There would be an elaborate logic behind saying why it is anitya and why they treat it as not applying in some cases, which is not applicable here. It comes in the detailed study of nalumatangasya itself. Okay, but for now, let's assume that it has been decided nalumatangasya does not apply in some cases. Okay, so when you treat it as anitya, then sambuddhi nimittaha gunaha. You can have pratyaya lakshane sati hevare iti rupam bhavati keshanchana mate. So there are two views regarding this. So when you treat some nalumatangasya as anitya, which is the accepted thing, nalumatangasya is accepted as anitya. So you have hevare hevari iti rupadvayam. Hevare hevari, hevarini hevarini, and vari varini varini. Ditiya vibhaktau tathaiva varina. Ango nastriyam. Vari a ityasti.
Ramyaji.
Yes.
Yeah. There's perhaps not a technical question, it's a non-technical question.
Sorry?
When you use this sambuddhi, vari sit. If you apply samor napumsakat only, you have all the other issues. Suppose you...
No, first, samor napumsakat has to apply first. You delete the sakara.
The question is, if you don't use that at all, then you will have hevari, right? If you don't use
right, but you cannot not use it because it's a Nitya Sutra. Samor napumsakat applies everywhere, irrespective of what is earlier, as long as it is napumsakalinga. So samor napumsakat being a Nitya Sutra has to apply first. Okay. So once we apply that, then only we think of applying others. We cannot apply guna without applying this. Samor napumsakat applies everywhere, so it's a Nitya Sutra and it comes first. Only after that you decide whether you can apply the other sutra or not.
So as soon as you have napumsaka pratipadikam, samor napumsakat has to be applied.
Yes. Either samor napumsakat or atoam, based on the case. If it's akaranta, then we apply atoam. Otherwise, samor napumsakat has to apply.
Even in the case of atoam, it's an apavada that you make it disappear and then you apply right?
Sorry, I did not get the question.
Is either or it is you make it look happen first and then atoam comes later.
I'm sorry, I'm not. There's some break in the voice. I could not.
Samor napumsakat universal, and then if it happens to be at the ending pratipadikam, then you have the
Yeah, if it is akaranta, you have atom. Atom is an exception to samor napumsakat. Apavada sutra.
I think Somyaji, the question Vasuji is asking is that do you apply the look first, then apply atoam, or paratvat directly say atoam? I think he is thinking.
Paratvat, it is an apavada. That is right. What I am saying. Atoam is an apavada to samor napumsakat. So there is no question of paratva. Atoam has to apply if it is akaranta. If it is not akaranta, samor napumsakat has to apply.
I think Vasuji's question is it that you are applying look first, then applying I think what you're saying is we directly apply There's no look and then
There's no look.
That's what I think his question is.
Exception to look. Yes, ato is an exception to look by samor napumsakat. So instead of look, we apply It is not look and then It's directly, if it is jnana, su is replaced by so you get jnanam. If it is vari, su is deleted, you get vari.
Thank you.
Okay. So you have vari a, where angonastriyam. So the question now would be, should we do ikochi vibhaktau or angonastriyam? Ikochi vibhaktau ityanena numagamah karaniyyo va angonastriyam ityanena na adeshah karaniyyo va iti prashne paratvat nadesho nabhavo bhavati varina iti rupam. Gherniti iti gune prapte varina varibhyam varibhihi. Have vari a. Again, there is ghisamya. Ghisamyayaha satvat gherniti iti gunaha karaniyyo va ikochi vibhaktau iti numva iti prashnaha. So actually guna is para. Less like angonastriyam is parasutra. Gherniti is parasutra to ikochi vibhaktau. Kintu vruddhyautva trijvadbhava gunebhyo num purva vipratisheddhena iti vartikam. This is one of the examples of purva vipratishedha. Vipratishedhe param karyam is the general stuff. If there is vipratishedha, we do the parasutra. But there are cases where we take purva vipratishedha. It is in case of vipratishedha, the purva sutra would apply. That happens with num and these things. Vruddhi, autva, trijvadbhava, gunebhyaha. In all these cases, even if these are all parakaryas, num being a purva karya will overrule these. Numadeshah eva bhav, numagamaha eva bhavati, etani karyani na bhavanti. Gunaha ityasti, ghernyati iti gunaha, paraha tathapi, purva vipratishedhena numagamaha, vari e itisthite numagame varine. Varina varibhyam varibhihi, varine varibhyam varibhyaha, varinaha varibhyam varibhyaha. Again, you have overruling guna, you have num, so varinaha, varinaha, varinohu. Vari os ityasti, yanadesham vadhitva paratvat numagamaha, varinohu. Now, vari ityasti. Should we do num by ikochi vibhaktau or should we do Rasanadhyapo nut? Is the question. Rasanadhyapo nut ityanena nudagamo bhavati va ikochi vibhaktau ityanena numagamo bhavati va iti prashnaha. Atra vastutaha numagamaha paraha. Nut is 7154 I think and numagama is 7173 or 74. Slight confusion, but numagama is para.
Yeah. Here do we find the answer to Sadagopanji's question of Purva Vipratishedha and the
Sorry?
regular Vipratishedha? He was looking for an example where you...
I'm sorry, I just can't make out what you're saying. It's
Yeah.
very...
Do we find an answer to Sadagopanji's question here?
Huh?
Earlier there was a question about Vipratishedhe param karyam. Is there an opposite example?
Right.
Do we,
So,
yeah. Do we find an example here?
But this is also Vipratishedha. I mean, the question where he was asking is where it is not Vipratishedha. This is also Vipratishedha in that you find independent examples for both. There is Vipratishedha, but instead of using the Parasutra, we use the Purva Sutra. But there are cases where it is not Vipratishedha at all. That is why we cannot apply Vipratishedha param karyam. And there are other examples for those. Here, this is actually a Vipratishedha and actually Vipratishedha param karyam should have applied, but this Vartika tells that instead of para, we use the Purva Sutra. Okay. Yeah. Now, nudagamah karaniyo va numagamah karaniyo va iti prashnaha. Again, numagama is para. Paratvat numagamah karaniyaha. Kintu, we have another case of Purva Vipratishedha. Numachara trijvadbhavebhyo nut Purva Vipratishedhena. We already studied this Vartika earlier. So, nut will overrule these num achirarataha trijvadbhava. So instead of all these, nut would apply by Purva Vipratishedha again. Even if nut is the earlier sutra, it would overrule these. So instead of num, we do nut. Vari nam. Nudagame krite nami iti dirghe varinam. So remember, if we had done numagama, we could not do the dirgha because there is nami will not apply in that case. You'll have varin am, varinam. There would have been a hrasva. Instead of that, we do nut, we do dirgha by nami. So you have varinam, varinaha, varinoho, varinam, varini, varinoho, varishu. Haladau harivat. So in all haladi bhaktis, it will be like hari shabda. In Azadi, everywhere, almost everywhere, we have ikochi vibhakta. Only two cases where ikochi vibhakta does not apply. One is in ta. Tritiya ekavachane angonastriyam iti nabhavo bhavati. Shashti bahuvachane rasanadhyapo nut ityanena nudagamo bhavati. Anyatra sarvatra ajadishu vibhaktishu ikochi vibhakta ityanena numagamaha. Any questions?
Here, why don't we do upada dirgha for nakarant ending na upada dirgha?
Where?
When we have the agama varin, why don't we do the upada dirgha like we did for jnani, jnanam shabdamanda?
Yeah, so why don't we do it? Any answers? What is the condition for upadha dirgha?
It should be nakarant na upada dirgha. So
Nantasya upadhayaha dirgha syat. Agre?
Oh, he said because of bham sangya?
Asambuddho sarvanamasthane pare.
Okay.
Sarvanamasthane cha asambuddho.
Okay.
It has to be sarvanamasthana.
Okay.
That is why we did only in varini.
Varini.
Jasi shasi kritam. Anyatra na bhavati.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. You had a question earlier.
Oh, regarding, this is more explanation for the Bala Manorama. When we did that Sanipada Ato Dhatu thing, I just want an explanation of what is a Lakshana Pratipadokta Paribhashaya. Pratipadokta Eva. Okay, so he said Vastuta Ato Dhatu iti atra Lakshana Pratipadokta Paribhashaya Pratipadokta Eva Akaranta Dhatu Grihyate.
So there is a nyaya which says Lakshana Pratipadoktayoho Pratipadokta Seva Grahanam. We've done this earlier. Lakshana Pratipadokta. Pratipadokta is an originally which is as the condition states. Lakshana is by using some sutra or by using some modification you bring it that particular state. For example, you have anything. If you have say Vishwapa, where originally it is an Akaranta. There is no difference. Okay, it is originally an Akaranta and it's a Dhatu. So Ato Dhatu will apply. It is Pratipadokta. But what you are doing in Shripaya is, actually it was Shripa, but it has been converted to Shripa. It is now Hrasva. For the Hrasva you are applying another sutra which is Supicha and getting the Dirgha. So this is what we call Lakshanika. That is the Akara is not originally belonging to the Dhatu. The Dhatu's Akara has been lost. It was converted to Hrasva. And that Hrasva is again converted to Dirgha by some other sutra. So now this Akara would be an artificial Akara, or what we call Lakshanika, instead of Pratipadokta, where the Akara originally belongs to the Dhatu, it is called Pratipadokta. Where it has been brought in by some other means, it is called Lakshanika. And there is a paribhasha which says Lakshana Pratipadokta Yoho Pratipadokta Seva Grahanam. Then you have a sutra which can apply between a Lakshanika and a Pratipadokta. We always take the Pratipadokta, because Lakshanika is always something of an imposter. So he says here Ato Dhatu cannot apply because the Dhatu, the Akara does not belong to the Dhatu at all. So by that paribhasha itself we can prevent application of Ato Dhatu. Is what he means.
Thanks.
Any other questions? Okay, let's stop here. येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते
The organizer has